everyone. Hello. Oh, Layla's just on her way. Let me just rearrange. Oh my goodness. You think you've got it all set up and then everything goes wrong. Right. Okay. You want to come and sit on my lap, darling? Yeah, the blanket's there. I know. Come on. Yeah, here. Come on this. This is your blanket. Come on. Now let's do a bit roly-poly here. Yes, we're going to do some roly-poly. Yes. Oh my goodness. I've got a little bit of a different setup today because obviously, you know, I'm showing you blankets. Let me just move it a little bit closer. Look at that. And I'll move it away a bit in a minute. So I have the space to show you the blankets. And of course, look, I've got Miss Layla right next to me here. Are you coming on my lap? Come on. No? So, hello, everyone. How are we? Hi, everyone. Hi, Mary Jo. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Pat. Hi, Pia. Hello, Claudia. Oh, and everybody here, you know, the moderators are all here as well. Hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness, so many people. Well, Crochet Lady 13, you will have to wait and see what this is all about. So today I am going to show you the blankets I made in last year, so in 2020. I am going to talk to you about this lot here, only a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you actually that actually today is not the last video that I publish. I said this would be the last video of the year. Well, actually, it's not. Surprise. So it's going to, we're so close to Christmas now. It's just unbelievable. So yes, this is the last live, and I want to make it a tradition to do, you know, the two last lives of the year. Yes, we're in a festive mood, but I want to show you, you know, what I made throughout the year. So last week we had the wearables, and this is the poncho that came out last week, or this, you know, sort of 2 days ago, basically. And yeah, she's now gone off. I'm going to get rid of this blanket because it's too hot when it's on my lap, just for no reason. So this one came out 2 days ago, and yes, I hope you enjoyed that video and that you're looking forward to maybe even making it. And Layla, yeah, she's just walked off. She's gone to do her hobby, which is digging in my office bin. I know. Where's the logic in that? But yeah, there's only sort of paper in there and stuff, so she just goes and snoops about in the bin. So it's so nice to see you all here. Oh, this is not working for me. I can't see all the comments coming in. Let me go closer. So, oh, great, Denise, that you're working on the poncho. Hey, dag mama. Mijn mama is hier ook, denk ik. I missed it. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I suggest we get started because there's a lot of blankets to show you. Now, last week, right, I've got to drink more as well. Last week, oh, did Olive say peekaboo? Hi, Olive. Hi. Oh, no, it's Oliver, isn't it? Was it Oliver? Yes, of course. Anyway, last week, I didn't drink enough, so I need to make sure I drink more. But have you seen the stack of blankets that I have to show you? So that's going to be quite a lot. And last week, of course, you know, we weren't prepared, were we? I mean, as usual, I came up with this idea. Let's show them all the wearables. And of course, there was a myriad of links being posted. So what I have done this week is underneath the video. So when this video is published, after the live has finished, go into the description box. In the description box will be a link to the playlist of all these. Okay, so I've put them all in a playlist. If it's a CAL, I've put the information videos, because then in the information video, you'll be able to find the links to the other videos. So yes, all these will be in a playlist linked below. So it will be easy for you to go after watching this live to go and find the videos on them. And then that way you can just stay here, enjoy the live, and then come back later for the playlist. Okay? Thank you, B for you. Underneath the video, I sell these. Okay? I've got merchandise. Merch. I'll turn it that way. There we go. Right, so we better get started because there's a lot to get through. Okay, so I'm keeping it to the videos or the blankets that were done this year. And one of them, I think I started last year, and then I sort of, finished it this year, I believe. So this one here is a stash buster. And I just did it with the colors in my stash, and I sort of wanted to do them in sort of the, gradient color wash. But of course, you learn. This blanket, I learned so much about the colors. It's only through doing it that you learn, really. So don't worry, Waleska, you are here. That's the main thing, Waleska. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. Yes, this is the one that came out on Friday. So this blanket, I wanted to play with colors, and I really, really enjoyed that. But then while I was doing it, I saw that I made mistakes. Here it's not, do you know what I mean? Here it could have been done differently. Why did I put that one there? But that's the only way you're going to learn, by doing it. And by just trying it out. But nevertheless, I don't mind. It's a wonderful blanket, and it's what I wanted to try out, basically. The main thing with this blanket is it's a double border. See? Double border. So I then, I put all the colors in the actual blanket, and then here I used graphite gray and black for the border. So that finished off all those colors really nicely. And yeah, no ends to sew in. No ends. And the border is nice and squishy. Look at that. So yes, I really, that's the way you learn, though, by making blankets, by making mistakes, and it's only a blanket, it's only colors. But yeah, it's a V-stitch, and this was a quick project to make. So then, as you can see, I tried to put them in order, I think. I don't know whether they are. I think this one, the Ode to Anna, is not the next one. I think this one is the next one, right? And as you can see, it's still in that, it's not in the unfinished pile, but it's in that pile where I think I might add another row, and I haven't. So this is the Kiss blanket. And the Kiss blanket is something I started together with you guys. I think it was December last year. But then, of course, I did some updates and I filmed the tutorial for this year. So that's why it's in this year's list. And it's a rectangular blanket, but you guys chose it. So it's a blanket. It's a blanket that what do you mean I don't answer you? What's it, what's the question that you wanted to ask, Casilda? Sorry, I don't know. Practice, 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 practice. What do you mean by straight? With black, you know, this is it. Something like this and something like this is very good for practice, practice, practice. You know, you need to get your stitches even, you need to get your lines even, you get to, you know, before you sort of, you know, before it looks good, really. I mean, when I started crocheting when I was a child, I never liked it because my best friend's crochet always looked better than mine. And I was like, why? But I didn't kind of like doing it. And then sort of when I picked up my hook again after, you know, sort of a 30-year break, I was like, I really enjoy this. I enjoyed the fact that I could sit down, have a little bit of me time, just a bit of calm, you know, and I really loved doing it. But it's practice, practice, practice. You have got to try again and again. Repetitive movement. I enjoyed doing it. I kept doing it. I was doing it every day for at least an hour. Oh, I forgot my tree. Never mind. Every day, at least an hour of crochet, repetitiveness, practice, practice, practice. And my stitches got so much better. Casilda, I can see that you're saying puff. So do you mean your puff stitches don't look uniform? They look different. They're not. The only way you can do it is by doing them again and again, practicing whole rows of puff stitches and again and again and again. You have got to. The other day, I've got some videos on tips, right? And it's a video from the beginning of the year. And sometimes people, sometimes people just comment out of the blue on one, and I see it because obviously, you know, most of the comments are from recent videos, but then they start watching older ones as well. And one lady commented on that 10 tips video, and she said, "You have helped me so much. By saying that you do it every night, you practice, practice, practice." She said that improved my crochet so much, right? And it does. When I took up the hook again, I loved doing it, and I kept doing it every night, and I was in bed and I was going for it, and I went to the beach and I was crocheting, and I wasn't at that time, I wasn't looking at what I was doing. I wasn't looking at what it looked like. I didn't mind. I was getting something out of it, something different. I was getting that little bit of calmness and that little bit of Zen moment almost, okay? And after a couple of months of just going for it, I did look at my stitches and I was looking at the uniformity of them, and it was amazing. So there are so many things that you can do, like, you know, for keeping your edges. Yes, like Charlotte just said, stitch markers for keeping the edges straight. There's loads of things, you know, that you can do, but the main thing is repetitiveness. Keep on practice, practice, practice. Yes, Claudia, exactly. The 3 P's: practice, practice, practice. And that's, you know, somebody a couple of weeks ago said, for this one here, my trebles look scraggly. They don't look nice at all. Practice, practice, practice. Keep going. The ones at the beginning might look a bit scraggly, but just keep going. Keep that tension going, the same movement all the time. So yeah, That's that. That's a big thing. A big thing. Jessica, I don't really make stuffed animals or amigurumi as such, because for me it takes a long time, and also I want to make videos for you. So I've got a teddy bear that I've made a couple of years ago, and it's a really nice teddy bear, and I would really love to do it for you, but the video would take hours. So we would almost have to do it like a cow, where you have weekly episodes of now make 2 legs, now make 1 head. you know so it's thinking, it's the practicality of making the video. Okay, right. Okay, so let's get on with the blankets now until I spot another question. So yes, kiss blanket, rectangular granny cluster blanket. And yeah, I asked, all of you have made this, really. I mean, I crocheted it, but you told me what pattern we were going to use, and you told me the colors. Do you remember? I was just kept asking for colors on the Facebook group, so people were then just throwing colors at me. I was listing them, and oh, hi Angel, lovely to see you. And yeah, and remember, I put the rainbow in, and that stood for March 2020. So Casilda, join the Facebook group. You will be happy if you join the Facebook group. Have another look here in the I have got so many tips and tricks for a wavy blanket, for not square. I've got it all. Post in the Facebook group if you become a member. We have all the good tips and tricks to help you out. We really do. All our members, all my tips and tricks to help you will be there as well. Please go and join in. Okay, do not get frustrated. We can help you. There's so many videos on the channel with lots. Every video I do, I try to incorporate some tip or another. So if you follow me, if you go back for some of the videos, you will find little nuggets of information in every video. Sad Frogo, a twin size blanket. Is that a single bed size in the UK? I think it is. Right. So I can't tell you how long it takes me. A, I crochet quite efficiently. B, I crochet quite quickly. I don't mean to sort of brag or anything, but it's true. And C, I make time to crochet. I crochet every evening. Sometimes I say to Dirk, no, you're cooking. I've got to crochet. So I can make a blanket in, if I have to, I should count the hours one day, how long I work on it. But it's just, I can't tell you how, I can't. I mean, I've started the CAL, which is coming up on the 1st of December. Remember, I was starting my own CAL, doing it myself. But of course, I'm also writing the pattern, checking, double counting. And I am now nearly finished week 3. So that's in 2 weeks that I finished 3 weeks with extra counting, extra checking, writing the pattern. So yeah, I can't really tell you how quickly I can do a blanket. I mean, I finished this one. I did 2 weeks and a border in 3 days. But my hand did hurt. So, it's what you can do. It's the time you can spend. It's not about how quickly you can make it, right? For me, I can't tell you how quickly I'll make a blanket, because I do it for other reasons. I do it for the channel. I do it for, I have a deadline for filming. I do it for this. I do it for, so it's different. It's different. And if I do it, I am writing a pattern. I'm checking a pattern at the same time as, so you can't compare with me. You cannot compare with me. But the main thing is that you enjoy it, that you have that time for you to crochet. You have your me time. What I end up doing with, oh my goodness, I'm just going to answer some questions. What I end up doing with all my blankets, I can't sell them. I can't bear to sell them. I can't bear to give them away. At the moment, I just keep them. I just keep them, and I really should do something with them, but I don't know what. I just don't know what. So obviously, half my blankets that I make are for the channel, are basically because I think, oh, that's a nice pattern. Let me do that for the channel. Oh, I like to do that for the channel. Do you see what I mean? So my reason for making blankets is, hi Anne, is basically the channel. And the reason why I now started making the mini blankets is because, of course, it's the same technique, it's the same videos, because I can't show you the whole blanket anyway if it was even bigger, but it's less for me to stock. It's less for me to pile up, you see. So that's why I've started making those mini blankets, and I apologize for that. But for me, for practical reasons, it's great that I can make the mini blankets. Layla uses them. I have a little shelf there with all Layla's blankets on it, with these on it. And it's great that I can make it mini, but that you can still use that pattern and my instructions to make a big one. So there we go. Yes, a single bed size. Yeah. And they're all Stylecraft Special DK. Yeah. Jessica, the ends. Okay. How do I put this? When you cook, you wash up. I don't like washing up, but you do it because the next day you won't have any clean dishes. When you live in a house, you have to clean it because otherwise it wouldn't be so nice to live in that house. When you have a shower, you have to dry yourself. I don't like that sort of, getting out of the shower and then with the towel, but it wouldn't work otherwise. When you crochet, you have got to sew in the ends. It's part and parcel of the hobby, okay? And don't get upset about it. Just see it as part and parcel of the hobby. Sit yourself down. What I generally do is Friday evening is sewing in ends. So all week I crochet, and Friday evening I sew in the ends. And then if I have time left, I will do some more crochet, but generally Friday is for sewing in ends. And if you do it like that, it helps. It helps break up the monotony, put on a nice film, but just see it as a nice thing to do as well as your blanket. I know I haven't sewn in these, but I've done this on purpose because this isn't finished. This is not finished. I want to make sure that I continue this still, right? Oh, I haven't put my phone on there. I want to make sure that this is going to be finished. It's not finished. Will I finish it? I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? But there we go. That was that blanket. Let's talk about something else. Wow, Kanjit, that's great that you're on week 4. Keep going, keep going. Fiona. Do I watch other crocheters on YouTube? Other crochet videos on YouTube? Well, of course, in the beginning I did. Because I had to, sort of familiarize myself again, picking up my hook again. But also I had to learn the terminology in English because I had learned to crochet in Dutch. So I had to learn the words, had to learn the terminology. But nowadays I watch less videos Because, and of course in the beginning as well, and also when I started filming my own videos, I was more watching them for actually, oh, how are they filming that? Oh, do you think she's got her camera like this or like that? Oh, she's done that. She's not, more for the technique of how they film it. Not necessarily for actually the crochet, but more for the filming technique. And nowadays I watch other YouTube channels and about completely other things, so not crochet, not even craft related. Dirk and I, we follow some couples in a van. They're building a cabin, all kinds of things, or they're living on a farmstead, things like that. But I learn from those videos for the filming technique and for the editing, and to see how I could change my videos. And now that I found a certain direction for my videos, I really like that, with the nature pictures and going into nature and filming it in the woods and things like that. I really love doing that. And I hope you appreciate that as well. So that, we can, so it's different. So my channel is a little bit different than any other channels because, you have to stand out a little bit. Yeah, so Dirk wants to get a drone. So watch out for for that footage. I know, Sharon, some people are doing Christmas vlogs, Vlogmas things, but with the Cal, it was just too busy. Just too busy. So I'm sorry I haven't done anything more for Christmas. But on the other hand, we don't all have to do the same. I did do an advent calendar a couple of years ago, and I have to admit that nearly broke me, basically. 25 videos for the month of December. That meant I was filming that October, November time. It was hard work. It was really, really hard work. Plus I had, yes, Corinne, he's going to go into the woods with his drone. Anyway, we haven't got one yet. And my nails, my thumbnails broke and they had to be repaired. You don't see it in the videos, but they had to be repaired. She had to put a new nail on and all kinds of things. So yeah, no, that was that. I'm maybe next year, but with the cows that I'm doing, Oh, thank you, Josh. That's really, really nice that you do that because, yeah, wonderful. That's how you can help me, by sharing my videos, by linking the videos, by sharing them, by giving them to other people to watch, and then they will get involved and they will watch. And that's that's how we grow. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Yes, I mean, I don't want to be like everybody else. I found a really nice way of doing things now. I make something, I take it into the woods, I take it into its natural environment. We film there, we make lookbooks. Which channel has lookbooks? I mean, when I was going through the year, it was really nice for me to go through the year and thinking, what have I made, And the lookbooks. Do you remember when I posted the first lookbook, June, July time, for these two? And everybody was like, where's the tutorial? Where's the tutorial? What is this? What is this? And now you guys are like, oh, we love the lookbook. We're looking forward to the lookbook. That's what I want. That's exactly how we have grown. You've got to know me. I'm posting these lookbooks. You love them. So yes, I am so pleased that you guys are really liking the lookbooks. And for me, it's great that I can make them. I love editing. I really do. I love the crochet. I love making the crochet projects, coming up with them and then filming them. But then going outside and editing them and making mini films, making mini movies. Oh, I love it. I know, Kathy, that Kathy, that running down the hill, it was Dirk. He went like, oh, Anja, I think you should go up there and then run down. That would be wonderful. And I'm like, okay, darling. So I walked up there. The first time I walked up there, I thought, oh my God, I'm not happy about this. And then I said, yeah, I'm gonna go and do it. He said, yeah, I'm ready. And I ran down the hill and I said to him, is that okay? He said, no, actually, can you do it again? I'm like, what? Yeah, I think you need to hold the basket like this or hold the thing like that. Yes, Crochet Granny. It was published this Friday. So the previous video. Then he made me do this about 20 times. I tell you, my boots were covered in mud. You can't see it in the video, thank goodness. Because then once I'd done it about 5 times, we watched some of the footage because we've learned that you have to watch it. And there was, my tripod was in the way. My bag with the tripod was in the picture. So we had to do it again and again. He was like, okay, let's move the tripod. So he moved, and then I had to do it again and again. Oh, I tell you, I said, right, is that it now? And he went, yes, okay, darling, it's fine. You'll be able to make something of it, I'm sure. I said, yeah, thank you. I tell you, 15, 20 times is not an exaggeration of what I did, the amount of times I ran down that hill. Unbelievable. I mean, covered in mud. And of course, I was wearing this and I was wearing a shirt and a cardigan underneath. It was not warm. It was not warm. And it started raining as well. I got soaked. My jeans were completely wet. My poncho was wet. I was wet. The most fun I had was doing the hide and seek behind the trees. That was just wonderful. And Dirk said, why don't you slow that down? I said, no, that looks funny. That would have just looked fun. And the twirling around, that was lovely as well. But yeah, I mean, yes, Gerda, I will tell you what the box is about. But of course, everybody keeps distracting me. So yes, I mean, and I do all the editing. So you know, I just love doing all the editing and putting the special effects on, and you know, sort of running down that hill. That was like, I don't know how many pictures I put together for that, but yeah, I love doing it. So yes, I am really happy that oh, thank you, Christine. Thank you. I'm really happy that you all enjoy the lookbooks, and yeah, it's something for you to watch, to get inspired by, to get intrigued by for the actual pattern. But also I'm thinking, you know, why not just watch it while you're crocheting, you know? Entertainment. I provide entertainment on every level. Okay, back to the blankets. Okay. Right. I bought a yarn winder this year and I made a magic cake. So I had all those balls, all those tiny little balls I wasn't doing anything with. They had been in that box for years. And thank you, Fran. Thank you. And I just thought, I'm never going to use them. So I wound them into a magic cake. Well, not 1, 5, I think, or more. And yeah, look at this. It was my teddy bear's picnic blanket. I took Henry to the park and we had a little teddy bear's picnic, and I loved the blanket. I mean, it's not big, but you know, it's 1 meter by 1 meter. And it's great. It could be a play blanket for a child. It could be a little blanket just to keep in the car for, you know. Oh, thank you, Denise. Yeah, let's see if Dirk will be the model for the next item, eh? I'll have to come up with a men's scarf. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this, and it's so effective, you know, and all the colors. Plus, if you wind a cake, if you make a magic cake, or if you do it on purpose, you know, I've done a couple of those as well. So easy to take with you. And you know, all you need is that cake. You know, that's going to be 2, 3, 4 hours worth of crochet in there. All you need to take is one cake, probably. So Zoe at the moment is also working on something like this with a magic cake, or with a cake. I don't know whether it's a magic cake, and she's making the kiss blanket. And she says it's so easy because all you have to do is take that cake and off you go. You don't have to, you know, have different balls. You don't have to, you know. So yes, so this is one of a picnic blanket magic cake C2C. It was such a fun thing to make. Yes, he was a drill sergeant, Ingrid. He certainly was. But then, do you know what I mean? He came up with the idea of running down the hill. It was a good idea before we start, before I had to run down the hill. But no, I mean, look, it's made you watch. It's made you think, oh, wow, you know, it was a good effect. But yeah, 20 times down that hill. No, thank you. But yeah, we'll see what he comes up with in the future. Hannah, yes, I have got a hat. I've got a puff stitch hat somewhere. When it snowed a couple of years ago, I straight away went out and made a hat. Yes, the C2C, Sharon, is no, it's the last live of the year. The last live of the year. I will post, you know, I post them in advance. I will post that around the 31st of December. I will post for the live. I think it's the 3rd or the 4th of January. The 3rd of January will be the first live again. Okay. Kathy, I did need yoga to be able to do what I did. Oh my goodness. Jessica, stick around. You will find out what my favorite thing to watch is while I crochet. But you'll only find out, you will only find out next year. Mrs. T's at her best. Sad Froger, what's my favorite thing to crochet, and what is your favorite kind of blanket to crochet? Actually, I don't know what my favorite thing to crochet is. Probably a wearable, something like this, because while you're crocheting, you've got the anticipation of, when am I going to wear it? What outfit am I going to wear it with? What colors am I going to combine it with? Like the Woodbury Castle shawl, I loved crocheting that. I loved, and I love wearing it as well. So, you know. Yes, Waleska, the last live of the year. Next live is the 3rd of January. Okay, so then what is my favorite blanket to crochet? I don't know. I don't mind blankets. Stripes, probably. Not so much granny squares. I used to really love granny squares, but now I'm more into squares. Lines. Whatever. I'm going to have a drink because I think I need one. Right. Okay. So then, no, it's not this one. Then, of course, we did the Anna cowl. And I have seen so many people make this, and they are still making it. This was one of my favorite blankets to design, because what I did, I put all my grandma's favorite stitches together in one blanket. And I used inspiration from all the blankets that she made for me and for my children. And it's so nice to have all those blankets. But now I have this blanket and it incorporates every stitch that she used to do so many times. It has these. Oh, thank you, B for you. BU for you. Thank you. That's wonderful. She used to do different borders on different sides of the blanket. So I did that here as well. So here we have a very small shell border. And then on the long side, we have the tassels. And I have to say, I love this blanket. I really, really do. I think quite a lot of you... Oh, yes, of course. Alison, I did give away, but then it's the same as this one, see? And the blanket for Dirk is going to be a video next year. It's filmed, it's edited, and it's going to be January next year. So I'm not including that here. I will include that next year. Okay, so there we go. So that is the Ode to Anna Cal. It was a Cal. So many people did it. It was lovely to see all your versions. I did it in one color, but so many of you have done it in different colors or also in different one color. Oh my goodness, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I am really pleased. And we made a label and everything. So yes, very, very happy how that went. Yeah, Narelle, the pattern is still there. The videos are still there. You can run your own Cal if you want to. You just have to have a little bit of discipline, saying, right, every Tuesday, like I am doing now with the next Cal, every Tuesday I switch weeks, so I make sure that, well, actually, I was quicker this week. So I started my second week already. But you just have to, do it as you go, and it keeps you going and you finish your blanket. Fran, yes, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, it was your first Cal, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more. I hope so anyway. So then I made this one, because this one was also one of those blankets that my grandma made. But I didn't think it worked in here because the holes were just too big. I tried, but it didn't look right. So I replaced this one by something else here, by one of her other stitches. And then this one I made my own, a whole complete blanket. And I have to say, I made this so quickly. I've never made a blanket this quick. One color, a big stitch, a big repeat. Oh my goodness, it was lovely to make. Plus also I made the border at the same time, and it just went so quickly. And it's one of these blankets, it's like a modern blanket, but it's a really old-fashioned stitch. It's a really old-fashioned blanket. So, I really, really loved making this, and it was so easy to do as well. So there is a video for that. Sandy D, do many people in your country wear crochet items? I don't know. I wear them. I don't know whether any other people do. That's their problem. Oh, wow. So you've sent it to your daughter. So yes. So then I did this one. And this one, I think, was one of the first lookbooks I did as well. I remember I put it on the one of the little boats in the harbor here in Exmouth. And so that was one of the first lookbooks. And then, of course, I also did this one. And I did this one because I wanted to try out the technique. So I'd never done a star blanket, and Julie Murray, one of our moderators, she was always making them, and I'm thinking, I've got to make one as well. So I did it in these sort of ice cream colors. This is Chunky Monkey. So this is not Starcraft Special DK. This is a chunky yarn, and I think it's the wrong way around. Yeah, and I sort of bought 12 balls of this, and I made it with those 12 balls. In the end, I had to sort of be very stingy, which is why my points are a little bit sticking up, but I love this blanket. I really do. It's so nice. It's really big as well. And then I had the pale rose left over from my Pirate Cove. See, I bought 20 balls of pale rose for the Pirate Cove. I don't know why I thought I would need 20 balls of yarn for a poncho. So I had to make something else with them as well. So I used some of those to make another one of these, and I gave it to my daughter for her birthday present. And it's not quite the size of a double bed, but it's sort of the size of, you know, the lower part of a double bed. So she loved it, and she's going to put it in her student room bed type thing. So now you don't make them anymore. This blanket, I made that quite quickly, actually, because of the chunkiness. And also, you guys were making the Ode to Anna cowl while I made these two blankets. Because, of course, what do I do while you're making the cowl? So, you know. What do you mean if she likes the color? It's pink. Fiona, but I made that last year, didn't I? That's a video from last year. So that's why it's not there. Yeah. The star blanket goes really quickly in the beginning because, of course, you're doing short rows, and then it does get a little bit laborious after a while. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, I think here, this blue basically was a whole ball. So these 3 rows took up a whole ball, because, or even more than that, because, you know, in the end you use more and more yarn. So yes, you use quite a lot towards the end. What do I need to show everyone, Fiona? Yeah, I didn't get it out, so I can't show you, sorry. Yeah, Chunky Monkey, Samira, is Scapious. So it's a Scapious kind of chunky yarn, and they call it Chunky Monkey. And it feels a little bit, there's a very funny texture. It's different from normal, well, it's different from Starcraft Special DK, but yeah, Chunky Monkey, and it's really lovely to work with, and it grows really quickly. But of course, yes, you have got to Sharon, oh my goodness, you ran out of yarn twice. Yes, I mean, this one, I have to say, I had, from the pink, I had this much left over, and that was it. All the rest was used up. So I was very stingy towards the end, and yeah, I just used it all up because I had it, and I thought, well, I'm not going to do anything else with it. So yeah, it's not Starcraft, it's Scapious. Not Skipius or Shippies or whatever. It's Scapious. Okay. And then, of course, here we have a baby blanket that I made as well. So this is one of the baby blankets I made 2 strands, I think, or was it 3 strands? Oh my goodness, Anja, remember. No, I think it was 2 strands. I really wanted to make it nice and chunky and a dark color. a dark color. Why do people always make white baby blankets? If you have children like mine, my white blankets did not stay white for long. They always were, they were sitting on it, they were playing on it, spilling their food, all kinds of things. So yeah, a dark baby blanket. I'm sorry, but I'm being realistic here. That's great, Josh. I'm glad you say scabious. So yeah, so again, this one here, V-stitch baby blanket, I use this one especially so I could show you how to get a straight border, because very often people's borders are wavy, and what do you do? Okay. And yeah, you don't have to use every stitch. You can skip them, and you can make sure that you keep your border, nice and tight so it doesn't go wavy. So that was all what that blanket really was about as well. So that was this one. And then of course here we are into the small ones. In September, I bought that little cat bed. I know people will think, oh no, there she is again with her bed. But yeah, I mean, look, I've got 2 piles of blankets here. I can't make any more because my cupboard is overflowing, right? And I have to make more because I want to show you techniques, and I want to show you how to make blankets. So the way I came up with the Facebook group. What do you mean, Sandy D? What are you looking for? All the videos that I am referencing here with the blankets will be underneath the video. There'll be a playlist with all these videos linked in it. Okay, so all you have to do is go to that playlist, and there will be videos there, okay, for these. I cannot give these away. It's just I can't. Okay, it's just I'm too emotionally connected. Okay. So yes, I started making mini blankets because it's showing the same thing. It's showing the same thing as a big blanket, really. All you have to do is make more squares. Okay, so I think I had this one to start with, and I had one of those burnut blanket cakes. And to be honest, what are you going to do with one? Nothing. So I thought, right, I want to really use this up because it's in my cupboard. It's taking up space. So I thought if I turn it into a blanket for Layla's bed, I also made a cushion, 2 little cushions, and that finished that thing. The cake was gone, and I'm really pleased I've got these items, and it's used it up. I have to say I did cheat. And I separated the colors because I didn't want them to go, oh great, yes, of course, darling, yes, we can insulate the house with it. That's why that bedroom wall, you can't hear a thing through it. It's filled with blankets. So I did separate the colors so I wouldn't have funny color changes. But yeah, I really like this blanket, and it's a technique. So you can do this in DK, you can do this in chunky, and you can still make it in a big blanket. Okay, so even though I am showing you in small, you can still do it in big. And then of course here we have little Layla's blanket, which I made with one of those cakes. And as you can see here, I didn't cheat, and I let the cake run. I let the colors change as they did, and you can see the color changes. But of course, that was my setup, and I wanted to do it. I didn't want to do it there, but I needed to do it just so that I could see what it would look like. And yeah, I think You know, it's lovely. I think it's, yes, Alessandra, it is real alive. um, and I really, really enjoy parchment at the end to then do the border, the trellis for the border, and then add the tassels. So I think that worked out really well. And of course, I don't know whether you noticed, but this was one of the stitches we were using in the autumn walk. This is where I was trying out the stitch, and this is where I was sort of already teaching you the stitch, getting you familiar with the stitch. See? I am sneaky like that. Thank you, Gwen. Welcome. Welcome. Language learning. Oh, immersion. Immersion into the language. That's all you need to do. You know, you've got to get into there and just live the language. Okay. And then, of course, before we started the cowl, I had to come out with a granny square blanket. I loved this combination. I really, really do. I know, Denise. Yes, make blankets for her baby dolls. Yes, this is the perfect blanket, the perfect size for that. I mean, I finished it like this, but imagine putting tassels on here as well. I mean, it would be so adorable. And of course, yes, there is the walking the bed as well. Do you remember in that video I went and filmed in the woods, and of course, you know, we walked with the, you know, with the bed in the woods. People just, I don't know, they just think, oh, leave her be. You know, they look at me like, oh, okay, what's she doing? And then they think, okay, better leave her. Oh, Alessandra, not really. The way I make my granny squares is I do all the centers of all of them, one color. Then I use my second color on all of them, or the second design. This, of course, was just a granny cluster, but sometimes you have a different design for your, or a different stitch for your second row. So then if you're doing the same thing each time, you then, you know, it's easier. And then once you've done that, you do all your green. So I did all the pink first, then I did all the pale rose first, and then I did all the Lincoln last. So you sort of build up all your, you know, you build up all your squares in one go. Yes, 24 squares for a little blanket. Yes. For a single bed size, you will need, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will need 125 squares, but not of 4, of 6 rows. Okay, this is 4 rows. Okay, but you need bigger squares if you're doing a full single size bed. Okay. Yes, Ingrid, I am going on another walk soon. Okay, you have got so much to look forward to in January. I tell you now, there is another bed. Well, no, it's the same bed, but there is another walk. There is another walk. We've expanded it. We've added a whole section to a tutorial, and we went and had another walk in the woods with the bed. So, all for your viewing pleasure. The things I do. Okay, so Sharon, I'm working on that. Keep that in mind. I am working on that. Yeah. Yes, I've got loads of things coming up. But yeah, it's all happening. It's all happening. So excited. There's so many things coming up. You wouldn't believe it. While you were making the autumn walk, I was very busy making other things. Okay, that's that. And then, of course, the last blanket of the year. The last blanket of the year. Sharon, yes! Who else is wishing their life away, waiting for January? I know. Do you know, I wish I could tell you, but there's so many. You know, I always say we've got exciting things coming up. And I have to say, you know, how do I say it? If you are subscribed to this channel and you're a regular viewer and you're part of the Facebook group and you keep up with everything that's happening on the channel, it's a full-time job. It could be just your full-time crochet time, just keeping up with this channel, just keeping up with, you know, the cows, with the projects. If you sometimes I think, am I not I'm giving them too much. I'm publishing too many things. They can't keep up. They do the but I am here to entertain you. You don't have to follow anybody else. You'll have plenty of things to do if you follow my channel. Yeah, waiting for the new cow. Yes, wishful thinking about the new cow. Anyway, we have here the blanket of the autumn walk. And that has been such a wonderful thing to do. It was a very, very bumpy road to start with, but I think most of it got evened out by the time it was published. We had a tiny mishap, but that was sorted out quickly enough. You know, and yes, I mean, I really loved making this blanket when I finally decided on the pattern. But yeah, I hope you have guys have enjoyed making it. And look at that border. Isn't it a wonderful border? I have seen so many of these. You all took to that border. I honestly thought that you guys would not go for it, but you did, and you finished the blankets. I've seen so many finished ones, and I still see people who are who are showing me their progress pictures, and you know, it warms my heart. It's just so lovely to see all that. It really is. Alessandra, no, I have not made a cardigan out of granny squares. It might be an idea, but again, you know, I see it as, can I throw this? Can I mold this? Can I put this in a video? And that would mean a very long video. Okay, so let's put that on the list, shall we? I know, Aleska, I know. Hasn't it been lovely? So many people have used this blanket as their crochet me time, a little bit of, you know, of calm in a hectic year. Thank you, Samira. Thank you. Yes, so I love linking a story with it, you know, giving you a little bit more than just crochet so many, this stitch, this color. You know, it's so much nicer if we can, you know, I was able to tell you a little bit about my past, about, you know, going for walks and things like that. And I hope you didn't mind, because I don't want to sort of, you know, push myself onto you. But I thought it was a nice occasion for me to do that. And while this one was inspired, of course, by my grandma, I thought, well, I've got to do something, you know, for my grandpa as well. the walks that we went on, I still so much enjoyed. I still think back with so many memories. So it's just so lovely, to to be able to have those and to share all those memories with you now. Curvy border. Do you have to steam it, Waleska? Will steaming help, you think? Yes, I mean, it's the type of stitch. Look, mine is curling a little bit again as well, because obviously it's been folded away for now. But yeah, you do. It's the stitch. It's the stitch. So thank you, Fiona. Thank you. I'm so sorry about, no, what I want to say, yes, it was risky, those colors. Very risky, because it was completely out of my comfort zone. But it worked, and I was like, oh, are they going to like it? So hopefully they'll like it, and so many of you have loved it. So sorry, I'm just scrolling through some comments here, making sure that I can answer some more questions. But yeah, I mean, it's just, Alessandra, how many blankets have I crocheted? I don't know. I don't know. I remember one year I did make some as presents, because there was loads of things, family things we had to go to. And I thought, oh, baby being born, that baby already had a brother that I hadn't made a blanket for, another one in another family. So, there were so many babies I had to make blankets for. I think I made 10 blankets, 10 baby blankets that year. But yeah, like I said, these are all made this year, basically. I can't tell. I can't. I have to admit, I have had to put, I have had to pack some up and put them in storage, because I can't put them anywhere in the house anymore. So yeah. Now, I can see that people are here, but I can see that there's something there. Would you like me to tell you about it? Can you give me some thumbs up, please, so I can tell you about what's in the box? I would love to see some thumbs up. I want to see those thumbs up go up before I tell you what this is all about. Joyce, I tried to offer a selection of things. So we've had some wearables. Thank you, people. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I tried to make a selection of things. So wearables, blankets, small items, like the crochet buddy. This we made as well. I had all my little blankets in here. Something like this, a cushion, so I try to do a whole selection of things. But of course, I think that a lot of you want to make blankets, and certainly for the cals, people like having a blanket. We did one cal which was a poncho, which some people have turned it into a blanket. So that was great. I've got to get rid of these things because it's too hot on my legs. I'm starting to overheat. So yes, it's what do we do next? I hope that Sharon, the box probably has already been in the woods with other yarn in it. What do I offer next? I hope that you think that what I show you is a nice selection. So we've done candle cozies, we've done what else? Small things. We've done all kinds, like the you can't see it properly, but these ones, you know, like bunting. So, you know, I try to do things that I would like to see, that I would like to make, that I think would be useful to you. That you could make a present for someone, that you could make a scarf, that you could make a blanket, you know, all kinds of things. So, oh, Rafaela, don't worry about that. Things happen. I always think that people might have done that by accident. You have to in this world. You have to. So, yeah, you know, what's the next thing I'm going to be publishing? I know. People know. Some people know. Yes, dream catchers. Dream catchers. I know. So, you know, I'm also a member of Facebook groups of, you know, to do with crochet, and I see what people ask there. Is there a pattern for a poncho? Is there, I would really like to make a dream catcher, blah blah. So and then I take sort of, people are looking for that, or people are asking for this pattern, and then I do think, yeah, I'll put that on my list. I'll try and come up with my own pattern for that. So, you know, I have to find it in various places, and, you know, depending on what I fancy making as well, you know, because I can't just if, you know, very often people say, oh, why don't you make this? And I'm thinking, ugh, I can't bring myself to make it, right? I have to have the inspiration to make it as well. You know, if I'm enthused by it, then I can make it. But, you know, Gwen, thank you. Thank you. Let me be your New Year's resolution. Wonderful. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay, people, I need a few more likes here. This is a very exciting selection of yarn. Okay. It is very, very special. And it's so exciting. We are going to have a wonderful year next year. We have so much to look forward to. We really, really do. Not only are we looking forward to some one, because I know what you know, I've got everything for January in the pipeline. Okay. There's lots of new things happening. There's another bed walk happening. There is projects in there next January. There's also, of course, the video of that huge stash buster that I did recently, which I haven't had time to publish this year. So that's in the pipeline. So, you know, that's all happening. And the channel is growing, and you guys are always here for me. And it is just so nice. It's just so nice. So yes, I will be back with the next live on the 3rd of January. And remember, last week I said there wouldn't be any videos next week. Well, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. So on Wednesday, I am going to publish a video of an autumn walk. So all the greenery, we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry, I am getting there. All the greenery that I filmed for the autumn walk, I've put it all together in one video. And I've put all the music that I used throughout the autumn walk on there. And I've referenced all the music, so you know what's what, and you'll recognize some of the music as well. And you can just put it on, and you can have it for crocheting too. So you can go on a little walk with me, and all the lovely little locations that I used in the autumn walk Cal videos are there, and you can have another lovely walk cuddle up under your sofa, cuddle up on your sofa with your autumn walk and just watch the little lookbook of all the greenery that I filmed. And then on Friday, we have another video. Yes. We have a very special video on Friday because we are launching a new product for the website. Yes. Now she's here. Okay, come on. Let me get this blanket out because I don't want you to go. Yeah. Stretch. And so on Friday, I am publishing, yes, Layla is interested as well. I'm publishing a launch video of a new product that we are going to be offering on the website. So we sell the yarn for the cows, and it's been really popular and people have loved being able to order the Starcraft Special DK from us. And I always loved buying ready-made packs, but they are hard to find. Well, once you've done some, that you've done them, and you don't want to sort of buy the same one again because you've got the same color. So there's a limited amount of those yarn packs available out there. What we are going to do is we are going to launch a new selection of colors every month for you to buy. So every month we are going to, oh, she's licking my fingers now. Every month we are going to launch a limited edition colorway for you to buy that month. So there will be packs of 15 balls of Starcraft DK. They will all go together. They will all be like a theme, or they will be around the color or whatever. And you'll be able to buy that next month, every month. And we are starting next Friday. Alison, we are starting. Oh, Layla, she's putting her nails in my hand. Why? We are starting next Friday with the launch video. And then the pack for January. Yes, okay, I've got my hand back. This is the pack for January. So you'll be able to buy this. You'll be able to buy this until the 10th of January, and then it closes. And then I order and we send out. February 1st to the 10th, you'll be able to buy the next pack. And so on. Every month, the first 10 days, you will be able to buy the pack that we offer that month. And after that, like I said, it's limited edition. It's closed. I order the amount that you've bought and we send them out. So I hope that you will I hope that you will enjoy, and I hope that you will like that concept. And also, if you don't like it that month, then you don't have to buy it. If you do like it that month, buy it. But if you don't like it, but you think, I'll use it to build up my stash, go ahead and buy it, because you'll be able to mix and match later on as well, you see. So, it's just going to be there will be no prescribed projects. There will be no set patterns. It's just 15 balls of yarn. I love buying yarn in a pack. It goes together, and whatever you're going to make with it, you're going to have a lovely color selection. So you can make blankets, you can make granny clusters, you can make stripy blankets, whatever you want with it, or not. Keep it for your stash and then, mix and match later on. Yes, we ship to America, of course. Yes, we do, Crochet Granny. Plus, I have a YouTube channel. Did you know? With 670, I think, videos. So I'm sure you'll find some inspiration there for all those packs. Like I said earlier, I am a full-time hobby for you. I am an enabler. I am your supplier of yarn. Your supplier of videos, of projects, of tutorials for that yarn as well. See? So I'm hoping that you will enjoy looking out for the new packs. You will get, if you've bought from us before, you will get an email saying this is why we asked you for your email address, obviously, because we were planning on doing something, but we didn't quite know what it was. And so this is it, a monthly color pack, inspired by colors selected by me, or maybe I could ask someone else to select the colors. Who knows? We've got some moderators there. They might, be asked to select some colors. Who knows? So, it's going to be, yes, Carol, thank you. Ingrid, this is a step towards your dream. Okay, so check out the website and see, what, but of course, this is all for next month. There will be a video coming out next Friday telling you all about it. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. It's not going to be something that I'm going to be, this is, I'm not going to dedicate videos on the channel. This is the website that sells the yarn. Okay, yes, it's Ophelia Talks Crochet, but this is this is a different sort of side to it. This is where I enable you to make the projects. Okay, the channel is going to stay the same. I'm not going to do videos with this is this color and this is this and no. I'm going to do the same thing on the channel, and it's just a way for you to to get your hands on Starcraft Special DK. Dirk has also been working very, very hard to find different couriers and to make sure that we have a good price for the postage. So all that is happening as well. So, we're heading in the right direction, and hopefully we are also heading in the direction where you are building up your Starcraft Special DK stash so you can make your own color selections as well. Yes, I can see Christine saying yes. To be honest, we're the same price as all the other bigger ones out there. You just have to, take into consideration your own postage for your own location. But yeah, that's something I can't, we try to keep it, we try to keep it as low as possible, but you have to pay your postage on top of that. Okay. Yes. So Dirk is negotiating at the moment, and he would be able now, because of course, you see, in September, we had no history. We had no shipping history. We hadn't sent out anything. But now that we have some sort of history, we can go back to these companies, to these courier companies, and saying, we ship so many things. What's your best price? And we are now talking 2-3 days to the USA from the UK, and that is very good. So Yes, Denise Donovan, that's right, isn't it? We did a super fast delivery to your New Zealand address. So, you know, exactly. So we are going to try and get a really super efficient service. Of course, we do have to take into account the situation the world is in at the moment. There's not much we can do about that, and it does impact on some of those courier companies. So, you know, we all have to be patient there. You know, let's see what January brings. We will be shipping out the first the first packs the third week of January, I suppose, you know, after ordering them myself and getting them sorted here. About the third week of January. So hopefully by then things will have calmed down. We'll have calmed down for Christmas, and we'll have calmed down, you know, for the, you know, the ongoing health epidemic type thing. So we will see. We will see. But yes, Layla, we are so excited for all the packs to be, you know, I've been having fun with my yarn pack, with my yarn pegs, putting colors together. Yes, Josh, fabulous, wasn't it? Ordered on Thursday, received on the Monday. Yes, I'm called Anja, but the channel is called Ophelia Talks because Ophelia is my favorite name, my favorite character in Hamlet. Yes, Betty, that's a very good question. That's a very good question. No, I am not moving house. This is why the packs are done the way they are. If you order them in the beginning of the month, then I know exactly how many to order, and we can ship them out days after they come to me. So I order the right amount, we sort them out, I pack them up, we ship them out, and they're gone. So they'll only be in the house for maximum a couple of days, you know, for me to sort them out and to repack them. And that's why we're doing it limited edition, because once they're gone, right? And then hopefully once a month, I've got a week where my house is reasonably clear of yarn and I can hoover. I can clean, ready for the next lot to come in. So please, think of me, you know, when after the 10th of the month, think of me buried under this huge stack of yarn. Oh dear. Oh yes, Olivia, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all that you ask questions. It's been a long time since somebody's asked, who's Anja, who's Ophelia? I always was asking, I always was answering these questions. So yes, I certainly don't mind. Thank you, Narelle. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, so the 3rd of January is the next live stream, so there won't be, put your bottom down, Layla. There won't be one for 2 weeks. Whew, I can have a rest for 2 weeks on a Sunday evening. Oh, look. No, actually, I think next week my son will be here, so there won't be much resting then. Will there be, Layla? Off you go. Bye-bye. But yeah, no, I normally don't post videos between Christmas and New Year, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm just going to keep doing the same. Yes, I've got those 2 other videos coming up, but yes, so 2 more videos, the walk and then the launch video of the packs, and then the first video, the first tutorial is on the 1st of January. So we have the first video coming out for you 1st of January. Make sure you are ready for that. It's going to be a good one. Okay, right. More questions. Yes, I love to craft. Yes, of course, Layla's always here. Ophelia started out as Ophelia Crafts when I did paper crafting, and that didn't go so well. And then, I had quite a few subscribers to that, and I have quite a lot of videos. Yeah, there is the paper. So there is the Ophelia Crafts videos. If you want to go and have a look, that's a channel as well. It's still up. It's all about stamping. And then then I started crocheting. I wanted to start the crochet channel, but I also wanted to introduce other things. She's in my bin again. So I changed, or I started another channel, and I changed the name to Ophelia Talks, because then I thought I could talk about whatever I want. But as it turned out, I've only been talking about crochet. There's some travel videos in there, but not many. So now, of course, it's all called Ophelia Talks Crochet. And yeah, it's just lovely. And well, I like the name. So there we go. And of course, yes, Layla is our mascot. She's the logo as well. So it's really nice to have her pop in and out of the videos, and everybody knows her and everybody wants to see her as well. And that's a good idea of a Layla yarn pack, although it'd be a little bit sort of grey, and I'll have to have a think about that. Okay, everyone, I would like to wish you a really, really lovely time for the next 2 weeks coming up. Christmas might be a little bit different for some of us. We might not be meeting up with friends and family as we usually do, but there is FaceTime, there is Zoom, there is Skype. So do try and get in touch with those people you would normally have met in person this year. I am certainly going to try and have some FaceTime evenings with my friends and family from Belgium, and even maybe from here in the UK. So thank you all very much for watching today. Thank you all very much for every Sunday you have been here, that we have kept each other company. Thank you so much. That has really made my year. I wish you a wonderful Christmas, a happy new year. Like I say, we have so much to look forward to, and I hope you will be there next year as well, because we are on such a lovely journey. Thank you all so much. Bye, everyone. Bye. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye. And I can never find that button to turn this off. I just want to keep reading your messages here. Thank you. Yes, thank you to the moderators as well, of course. Yeah, I'm counting you all in for next year. Oh. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.